All right, guys, got Robby Anderson here. Answer questions anyone has for him. Let's go to Will Palachik to get us started.
Hey, Robby, what emotions, if any, do you have about seeing your old group out there on Sunday?
It's just another opponent to me. You know what I'm saying? It's not really my old group anyway. I think it's probably like two people on that team that, or maybe three if that I played with.
All right, guys, just a reminder, use the raise hand button if you have any questions for Robby. I don't see one hand right now, so if anyone has a question for him, you can go ahead and speak up. Go ahead, Darren.
Robby, with the offense being without Christian throughout the preseason, I mean, how close to what you guys can be do you think you've shown so far?
I think that's kind of answer itself. I think that's kind of like the thing that we didn't show was our starting running back.
You guys have any more questions for Robby? Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, kind of dovetailing off of what Darren asked. I mean, you didn't show Christian, so I mean, without necessarily tipping your hand as to what he can be in this offense with you guys, because everybody's somewhat new. There's a lot of newness, I would say, to your group. What is the one thing that you might be looking forward to most by adding Christian into this mix now as the games start to count?
I mean, just that it's the real season now. It's a real game, so playtime's over with.
All right, let's go to David Newton.
Hey, Robby, sorry, I was having to unmute myself. Just wanted, when you look at this game, you really probably don't know many players from the current Jets roster at all, do you? I mean, is there any much carryover at all that you can get anything to help this team with?
Nah, I mean, it's, new staff, new scheme, new players. Only players I'm probably familiar with on the defense is probably Marcus Mays, CJ Mosley, Fatahansi, and probably Shepard, if that, you know what I'm saying? It's a whole new, I'm familiar with the special teams coach. I know the type of intensity he's going to have the special teams playing with. And then probably like one guy on offense, Crowder, out to my knowledge. So, it's new beginning for them, but that's about it.
And what do they say that's new out of you that wasn't a part of your game a couple of years ago?
I'm not going to give that away. I think that's like giving them answers to the test, so they'll see for themselves and,
All right, let's go to Jonathan Alexander next.
Hey, Robby, hope you're doing well, man. Yeah, for sure. In what way do you think you all are, the offense in particular, is more prepared this year than it was last year, if you think that?
I mean, we had way more time, to prepare. Last year we had no preseason, no off season, new coaching staff, the whole nine. So, we're relatively familiar with each other besides this dishing of Sam. And we had a lot of time for Sam to get it, equipped everything. So say we're way further than we were last year, this year.
And I can't remember if we asked you this, but so forgive me if you did. But I think Cam Irvin said like last week that he felt like Sam was coming out of his shell. Have you seen that? And if so, like how have you seen it?
I mean, I think Sam is just a new beginning. A lot of times new beginnings are what a lot of us need, and just sometimes turning that page to a new chapter. Wish him the best. I hope the best for him. Not gonna overspeak on that, but I definitely feel like it's a new beginning. People, I think that excites everybody sometimes.
Let's go to Joe Person for the next question.
Robby, you guys are a very highly vaccinated team. Matt has talked to us about it. And what is it like when you kind of come back from a Labor Day break and you have a COVID situation, is it sort of a reminder that this thing is still present and, isn't going away, at least not totally?
I mean, I don't know exactly the time frame of when the situation occurred, but COVID still exists. Still is still out here. So, that's just the reality of the world that we live in now.
Do you feel good, generally speaking, about where you guys are from a team standpoint with that?
I mean, I would hope so. But, that's just something that it's not like something you can see in the air and you can swat it away, it just happens. So hope that nothing serious happens to anybody along those lines.
Let's go to Antonio Ramos next.
Hey, Robby, how excited you are for the first regular season game and playing with a stadium full of fans for the first time for you here in Carolina?
I'm very excited. I've been waiting for this all year. I've been working for this all year, so I feel like an old bottle of wine that's just been preserving.
All right, you guys have any more questions for Robby? All right, looks like it's going to do it. Robby, we appreciate the time.
All right, thank you.
Media, that's going to do it for player availability today. Thank you all for joining.